What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much for stopping. I appreciate you. We're going to talk about Nigeria today. The American President Donald Trump has issued a very profound statement, a direct threat to the Nigerian government, saying they are ready to send troops and destroy what they have to destroy if the Nigerian government doesn't protect Christians that are being unalived in the country.
I'm Nigerian. Just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria, and they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much for stopping. I appreciate you again. Your first time. My name is Zack. Hey, this is family. It's all about the experience. It's not necessarily about the news. It's about the family. Okay, you want to know about the motherland, you're at the right place. Any country, Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, right here, you're going to get the news. Before we get started, can I ask you to do this? Do this, please. It costs you nothing. We feel appreciated. Thank you very much. We are in Nigeria, this country right here. Donald Trump issued a statement saying he's ready to send troops to go and destroy Nigeria completely if the Nigerian government doesn't do anything to protect Christians in the country. A lot of things are happening in Nigeria. Many Christians are being unalived. Many people, matter of fact. But Christians have voiced themselves, saying many things, including that the government is ignoring their situation. So Trump has decided to react, and he's urged his government and his military to get ready to go destroy. And a lot of people have made a lot of noise. A lot of things are being said. What is really Trump looking for? Is they really about the Christian being unalive, or it's something else? We're going to find out just now. We're going to read word by word what Trump said, okay, so we can understand. I know you like my glasses, but let's focus. Now, Trump said this: if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country. Wow, that's an insult, a disgraced country. Gun blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I hereby instruct our Department of War to prepare for possible action. The Department of War is the Department of Army, or the Defense Department. They've changed it from Defense Department to the Department of War, obviously looking to sound more vicious and more impressive. He urges them, I hereby instruct our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, we will be fast, vicious, and sweet. Okay? Fast, vicious, and sweet. Just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, okay? The Nigerian government better move fast. My brother, this is not diplomatic. This is not negotiation. Warning, I'm warning you, a government. The Nigerian government, which he described earlier as a disgraced country, like shithole country, must move fast. How do you feel about that? Obviously, the Nigerian government reacted by saying Christians are not being persecuted. They denied firmly, saying that Trump's accusation of an existential threat to the Christian for Islamic group mischaracterization of a situation. Before we dive deep into it, we need to read some more of what Donald Trump said so we can understand. Here, we're going to break it down for you and build it up so everybody can understand. There's no bias here. Trump said again, he said Christians are facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this manslaughter. Are hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern, a country of a problematic, a shithole country. That's what he's saying. But that is the least of it. When Christian or any other such group is slaughtered like it is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,078 worldwide, something must be done. So he's saying Nigeria kills more Christians than anywhere else in the world. That's what he's saying. I am asking Congressman Raleigh Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and House Appropriation Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population across the world. Now, my question is Trump really trying to save Christians, or maybe there's something else? Is Trump really worried about Christians, especially African Christians? I mean, just a while back, Donald Trump asked for most Africans to return to their countries, especially if you're illegal. It didn't really matter what religion you are. If you're not supposed to be in America legally, you must return. Or should he have allowed Christians because they're Christian, they can stay illegally? No, you still need to live by the rules, whether you're favored by Trump as a Christian or not. Let's dive into this to try and understand. When some countries issue threat about some situation and intervention, many people feel like it's usually because there's something in the country they are threatening. In the case of Venezuela, we've seen they're threatening Venezuela, but many people feel like it's because of the oil of Venezuela. The Venezuela government say they're trying to find excuses so they can come and loot our oil and our resources. Is this true or not? I don't know. In the case of Nigeria, what does Nigeria have to offer? A lot of people are saying it's because Nigeria has got so many things to offer. That's why they're looking for opportunities to get inside and steal and loot like they always do. Is this true or not? Well, let's see about Nigeria. But before we see about what Nigeria has to offer, let's see what Trump has threatened. Trump said he's going to cut aid and he's going to issue a military intervention order. What aid? What does Nigeria get from the United States of America? Very clear. Well, in 2023 alone, Nigeria got about $1.2 billion from aid from the United States of America. They get a lot of aid. Matter of fact, in the past 10 years, Nigeria received about $10 billion from the US. Okay, that's including PEPFAR, counterterrorism, and agricultural programs. PEPFAR is a program that helps people that live with HIV to get medicine, ARVs, and protection for free. Usually come from the United States of America. The US provided for many African countries, and they get it to the people. Well, Africans have not learned to produce their own ARVs. Even the ones that have learned do not produce enough for the supply that's needed. So America provide that. So Trump has said they're going to block that program. Not just the ARV program, the complete program. Matter of fact, there's another program called DHAPP, which provide HIV prevention for African military. So soldiers of your country get aided with their HIV from America. I think that is either beautiful or shameful. You choose which one it is. Now, what does Nigeria has to offer? Because a lot of people are saying Nigeria is being threatened because of the Nigerian resources. They're trying to find excuses on how to get inside. Well, let's see. Nigeria has a lot of things. Nigeria is not a poor country. Nigeria has many minerals, but let's see which minerals are conducive to the United States of America. What would interest America? We're going to name just a few. We can't name all of it. Nigeria has lithium. The US will need lithium for it. Well, lithium is critical for rechargeable batteries in electrical vehicles, in smartphones and renewable energy storage system. So if you're going to have like solar system, you need lithium for your batteries. Number 2 is cobalt. Cobalt is good for what? For jet engines. America has a lot of airplanes. Cobalt is good for magnetic alloys as well as defense technology. Number 3, rare earth element. Nigeria has a lot of it. Well, why do America need it? America need it because it's essential to high-tech devices for military system. As you can see, I've just named 3. We have lithium, cobalt, and rare earth element, which are crucial to the Americans. Now, does America need this? Absolutely. Will America create any sort of situation to get into the land so they can get it? If they can, America will profit from it. Absolutely. Now, does this suppress the fact that there are people that are called Christian that are being unalived? Absolutely not. So the simple fact that America could or would use an opportunity to land in and get an opportunity to take things from you should not exclude the fact that the situation is peculiar on the ground. Are we together? Okay, so let's talk about this. Well, we got here because somebody raised an alarm. Okay, so somebody raised how did Trump find out about this? Somebody raised an alarm. Primarily this person right here. He's a pastor. His name is Ezekiel Dachomo. Okay. Ezekiel Dachomo made a video. Okay. He made a video expressing his feeling. As you can see, the man is very, very angry. He's very upset. And you can see the man has spoken about this many, many times. And before we show you the video and where he's speaking, you can tell the man is angry, he's revolting against something. Because why do people do that? Why do people revolt? People revolt because they are tired of claiming something or asking for help or aid or requesting some attention. That's when people get revolted because they're angry. Now, according to this man, before I speak out, let's listen to him.
We are tired to be outside performing burial every day. And they expect us to silence. Now is an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. And look at it today.
You can see how angry this man is. You can clearly see he's tired.
Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria.
The man wants his message sent across and he's calling up on Donald Trump to hear what's happening in Nigeria. Continue video again.
They are killing Christians in Nigeria, massacre Christians. If they say they kill Muslims, these Muslims are being killed. By who? By Muslims.
All right, fellas, we see this man speaking out. He's a pastor in a community, I believe, in a village, meaning inside Nigeria, where people are being unalived. The truth is, in Nigeria, you get a group of people from the north. Nigeria is divided in two. People say that the north is mostly Muslim and the southern is mostly Christian and other religion. Now, the north has its own laws. Some states have their own specific Sharia law, which is, very different from Western and, African laws that we see. They're very rigid. And apparently, those are the people that usually do not tolerate other people from their religion, their beliefs, and their tradition, And accusation, according to Nigerians, including these pastors, of these people that are unaliving people is among the people that come from the north. So mostly Muslims and herders.
My government is denying genocide. What will they say about this? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010. Massacre of at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of big victims that were killed.
If you look here, he's showing you a wall of memory. This is the memory of all the people he says were unalived by these people. And he says they are Christians. So what the man is saying is what? He says, I've been talking to the government for the longest time. We have been saying that the majority of people that are being unalived are Christian. Christians are being unalive, according to this man. And he's saying that the government is ignoring it. Now, why would the government ignore it? It's because it happens so much. When somebody works at a hospital as a nurse, or as I don't know, you call them the people that deal with unalived bodies, the one that wash them and whatever, they get desensitized with death, right? You can't come to work every single day. You have your feelings all over the place. Oh, he's unalived. No, you should have a level of, your body has an adaptability, a level of adjusting its feelings to keep calm. Now, the more you stay in a situation that's precarious, the more you live in a situation or a place that stinks. Live next to a gutter for 1 week, you won't smell it anymore. If a rat dies in your house or your bedroom, you won't smell it anymore eventually. It will need for you to get out of the house and come back after hours for you to smell that the rat is smelly. Now, could this have been perhaps what's happening in Nigeria? Because people are unalive every single day and nothing conducive is really being done toward this. Now, people are being desensitized with the fact that people are being killed every single day. Every single day. Report says there are more Christians unalive in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. Listen, America and other countries may as well really want to come and steal things from your land. But does that exclude the fact that people are being unalive every single day? I don't know. Now, are there only Christians being unalive? No, I don't think It's only Christians that are being unalive, because the report said some other people from different religion and whatever are also being unalive. Now, great. Is it unfair on those people who are not Christian to say that only Christians are being unalive? Absolutely. It's a bit exaggerating. But does that exclude the fact that Christians mostly are being unalive? No, it doesn't exclude that fact. Now, you must remember also that I believe there's a place in Nigeria named Kano or something, where when it's fasting, like Muslim fasting, everybody has to fast. Okay, it's Sharia law. And the people, recently, last year, we even made a video about it, people that dare to go sell food or eat in a corner while hiding, they were trapped and beat up bad. An adult man who decide to eat because they're hungry, or a woman was selling some small bananas to make a living, obviously to make some money for his children, because eventually you have to break the fast and people have to eat. What are you going to eat? Wind. You can't eat the wind if the situation is precarious, if the government is not doing anything for you, if you're not getting jobs and situation. Nigeria has 220 million human beings. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people to feed. Now, most of these people are jobless, but because some of them decided not to fast, others have decided to sell some food so they can make money. They were arrested and beaten bad in the north, thrown in jail. So the rigidity is not just because of the Christians. It's also because of some people, other people don't find Muslim enough. So it's a radicalization of mentality. You're not Muslim enough, so you're going to perish like any other person. You understand what I'm saying? Was this man right to express himself and say and make a video? Because in the video he made, Donald Trump was tagged many times, because he was saying, people tagged Trump saying you need to tag Donald Trump because my people are being unalive. If you put yourself in his shoes and his family members and his relatives and people he grew up with are being unalive every single day and they happen to be Christian, what would you do in that situation? You would make a video. If you are asking your government to react in a situation that is precarious to your population, your people are suffering every day, they're being unalive, and your government is not reacting, what do? What alternative do? You find help somewhere else. You look for people that are willing to listen to you. If your government is not doing anything about your situation, eventually as a human being, you say, you know what? I'm going to call on whoever is willing to listen. Now, has the government done enough to suppress the situation? Maybe they have. But have they done everything they can? I don't think so. Because why? Because eventually, like I said earlier, you get used to the situation. When you're living in your house somewhere in Lagos or whatever, beautiful villa, and you're making millions of dollars, you don't care about the little people anymore. Oh, that happens in the north. It's not where we are. This is something you see all across Africa. It's the same thing as this country, the DRC. People live, you see, look at the DRC. This is the map. This is Kinshasa. This is the capital where everybody is. The majority of people left the entire country. That looks like a continent. This country looks like a continent. All this side is empty. People left this place. They all went to Kinshasa looking for life because Kinshasa is the only developed city. Yes. Now, the east side of the country is where the havoc is happening. People are unalived every single day. But the people in Kinshasa feel like the country is at peace because they're eating, they're making money, illegally, obviously, stealing from the government, provided they're buying houses, they're drinking champagne, they feel like the country is at ease. So they've been desensitized to the pain of the people. You see, look at this place. It's called Goma. You see that place? It's the Butembo. That's where mayhem is happening. Now, the people in this society are desensitized with what's happening. Do you think the people in Goma, Bukavu, and this place will be happy that the government has just sat down and is not doing anything anymore? Because government people, officials, drive in big cars, they live in nice villas, they have 7, 9 wives. They won't be happy. Eventually, they're going to call on somebody else to help them. Now, will you find an excuse saying, oh, the reason why the Russians are coming or the North Koreans are coming, the Americans are coming is because they want to steal? Well, maybe they want to steal, but your situation's still valid. You're not doing anything about it. Now, let's listen to this person.
We're showing them love, but they didn't see. I don't know whether I'll be the next. But for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute 1 kobo.
This person is showing you, this Ezekiel Adamo say that if he ever got arrested and they ask for ransom, because in Nigeria, you get arrested, not arrested, but you get abducted by some people, they will abduct you, take you in the bush and ask for ransom. Nigeria is one of the most dangerous places to go in Africa. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's one of the most dangerous places to go in Africa. Now, This person, Ezekiel Adosho, says, if I get abducted and they ask for ransom, please do not pay them anything because I want my, listen to what he said, I want my blood to pay.
My grave will speak. My blood will raise war that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'm just waiting for them. Even I will tell them, please kill me quickly. Because nobody will be come. And if they call home, they will tell them our daddy covenant last week that we should never pay a kobo. Please kill him. Because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. It will fight to finish him.
Again, you must remember here, we're not saying that other religions are not being unalive. We're saying that data show that more Christians are unalive in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. More than Saudi Arabia, more than North Korea, Nigeria. There's another person I want you to watch. His name is Bolaji Akinyemi. He's Nigeria's former foreign minister. He said that he saw things, he spoke to villagers about Boko Haram, and these villagers told him that people that, just listen to what he said.
I served on the Boko Haram committee. Now, 2 plus 2 at times has to be equal to 4. So even if I can't give you 4, but I can give you 2 plus 2, we would then have to come to the conclusion that I'm giving you 4. I served on that committee, and villagers kept telling us that in the middle of the night, helicopters piloted by white people kept landing and offloading guns, goods, and all kinds of and money to these people. Now, villagers they don't even know who these white people are, and they have no reason to lie to us. Now, we made a mistake. When I said some of us on the Boko Haram committee made a mistake. We thought it was the French that were doing this. Now we have an American congressman said, no, it was the Americans who were doing this. And when you then add that to the Obama administration refusing to sell weapons to us, to Nigeria, on the grounds that we had human rights violations in the way we were dealing with Boko Haram, not in the way we were dealing with ordinary Nigerians where there were no security issues.
The man says helicopters used to land, and the villagers told him that white men were riding the helicopters. They offloaded guns, money, and many other things to the Boko Haram. And they thought these people were French. It's only later they found out the difference. Now, who is really sponsoring these people? Is there hypocrisy in the situation? Let's find out. Fellas, you must remember a year ago, I believe, when Trump came into power, the US American Congress said something about sponsoring Boko Haram. Okay, they say money came from the USA through aid, which landed within the hand of Boko Haram. So in other words, the USA, knowing or unknowingly, I don't know, sponsor them. This is not me saying, this is them. Listen.
Who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding.
So my question is, could they have sponsored them knowingly for some reason? Also remember, this was Biden's administration, previous, not the Trump administration. And the reason why they had this hearing is because they wanted to stop this funding. The question on here is this one. If they stop this funding, question mark. So the hypocrisy will be to say that stop unaliving Christians whilst your country is participating in nurturing those people, knowing or unknowingly. Now, again, I hope the Trump government has done something about it. Now, this pastor fellas said something very interesting. He cursed a guy named Rino Emokri. You know, in Nigeria, they like to curse each other. Cursing meaning put a curse on somebody. it's part of their culture. Like may something never happen to you. God forbid you. That's very Nigerian. Your life will never come right. Yeah, that's Nigerian. So the pastor put a curse on this man right here because he said there's no such thing as an unaliving of the people, Christian people in Nigeria. And this man said that Mr. Okri or Okori or Okro was very disrespectful to the spirit of the people that have been taken.
The common Reno Cree, or what is that his name? He came out and said there's no genocide like that in Nigeria. That man, I've cursed him already. He will never know peace down to the grave. The blood of people that have entered my brain, I transfer them, my head, to his life.
Now, why is he expressing himself? We need to get back to this. Because the media houses in Nigeria are quiet about this issue. Nigerian news are not talking about people being unalived anymore because it's happened so much every day, single day. It's just music. You know, I'm telling you what, countries that love music have many problems. Same as this one, DRC. They love music. The more music let's stick to African countries. The more you love distraction and music, the less you are attentive to reality. Because that's what it calls. Now, media houses in Nigeria don't talk about this enough. They don't raise the awareness and they don't give it the seriousness that needs to be given to. I mean, people are unalive every single day. You can't be staying quiet anymore. Now, let's get back on track. People are saying Trump is trying to find an excuse and an opportunity to go and loot Nigeria. Is this a possibility? Well, it is a possibility. Why not? Because this is what powerful countries do. Are you going to blame a powerful country for acting like a powerful country? No. What can you do? Well, you should stop crying out your pity. You should not present them with opportunities to use as a reason or an excuse to come to your country. How about you resolve the problem that's actually real? Because that's an excuse. Yeah, but why do you not resolve the excuse? Why do you deny the existence of an issue? Look, Donald Trump a while back accused the South African openly of having Gino over white people. Well, were there really a Gino over white people in South Africa? Not as described in the dictionary. That was not Gino. Were there white people being unalive? Yes, absolutely. Were there white farmers being unalive? Absolutely. Now, were the people unalive only white? Black people were unalive too. Does that make it a Gino? No, it doesn't make it a Gino. But is that a real problem? Yes, it is a real problem. Does that mean the South African government should give it the attention it's required? Absolutely. Same as the situation in Nigeria. You can't say nobody's being unalive because most of them are Christian. There's a bunch of them that are not Christian. Then it's not just Christian. But the majority of them seem to be Christians. Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. It's always a great pleasure. Like I said earlier, do they want an opportunity to come? Yes. But are you going to be blind into rejecting everything else, acting like people are being unalive just because they have a reason to use that as a reason or an excuse? No, that's being stupid. God bless.